good afternoon, evening, whatever time it is that I actually post this. Today's kind of a fun subject and something that I've been wanting to do to the 4Runner since I lifted it, which was only like a week ago, so it's been a couple days. It's also one of the first things I like to do to a vehicle just because from factory wheels, when they come out of the factory, are inset, and that's because of aerodynamics. Like, they can't leave the factory, well, let me rephrase that. Because of their strict rules and everything that they have to adhere to, the wheels are inset so that it has better aerodynamics, fuel efficiency, stuff like that. Otherwise, they'd be further out. So your factory wheels, that's why they always kind of look like they're an inch or so inside the fenders when they would look a lot better if they were pushed out. If there wasn't any of those regulations, they would all come further out because it just looks better. So, and this is highly debated, but one of the first things I like to do if I'm running factory wheels for a long period of time, or if I just want to continue running them, for example, like I do with the Jeeps, or in this case, the 4Runner, I like to put wheel spacers on. Some people hate wheel spacers, some people love them. You know, it is what it is as far as their relationships with people. This is going to be a quick unboxing first, and then I'm going to go ahead and install them. And this is how I do it. Everyone kind of does stuff differently, but this is like in my opinion, the only way you should ever install wheel spacers, wheel adapters, whatever you're running, if it's in that form or fashion. So if you do it any other way, you know, that's on you. But this is, like I said, the only way that I like to run wheel spacers, and what makes me feel safe and comfortable. First of all, I've had these on pretty much every rig I've had. I've used Spider Tracks, I've used eBay wheel spacers, these are actually from Amazon, but they actually have a site as well. They're Supreme. I haven't ran them before, so I'm kind of interested to review them. But there's a lot of good brands and a lot of bad brands. Rough Country has some now, so there's a lot of options out there. In the end of the day, I've noticed they're all kind of similar. The biggest thing is check for cracks, and the biggest, most important thing is how you install them. If you screw up the installation on these, that's what makes them dangerous. If you do everything right, then it's not, I guess you're just installing them right. It's just like putting on a wheel. If I forget to torque down all the lug nuts on my wheel, then yeah, that's a dangerous situation. The wheel can come flying off. Same thing with wheel spacers. A lot of people recommend using blue Loctite. I always use red, because why not? It's not gonna be impossible to get these off if I ever need to, and red just gives me a little bit more peace of mind. So red Loctite is the way I do it, so that's on me. Like I mentioned, I picked them up from Amazon. I'll put the link below in the description. But these are from Supreme. They have their own website and everything too, which is great. I prefer that. I don't want to do it from some random, oh, sorry, I got distracted. I wasn't expecting this. Check it out. It's got a little bottle opener, an air freshener in here, and some stickers. Look at that. I wasn't even going to pimp this company out. They did not sponsor this video or have anything to do with this. I just went out and bought these. So I got distracted. Move this out of the way for a second. Here's what this comes with. Look, check this out. Good job. They have, obviously, a big decal. See, this is a legit company. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you can buy whatever. Like I said, I've ran the Amazon ones on the two-door XJ. Torqued them down the same way, but I like this sort of thing. So I got a sticker. I don't know what these little guys are for. Like little rubber grommets. Oh, okay. These are Shockmount Extenders. The two 5/16 aluminum Shockmount Extenders are used only if you're using Monroe aftermarket shocks for your vehicle and the diameter of the bushing is smaller than the shock. Otherwise, you will not require it for the installation of your kit. Look at that. That's awesome. Hell yeah. There you go, and two little stickers as well, and an air freshener. That's a really cool touch if you ask me, in my opinion. So, props Supreme. These are the 6x139.7 wheel spacers. That's the lug nut pattern for the 4Runner, and it's 12 by 1.5 inch, 12 by 1.5 studs, and that's just the lug nut pattern. So, and that's what matches the 4Runner too. So that's good. So you can use the lug nuts on either or if you had to. And these are 1.5 inches, and they're hub centric. Another key point, if your vehicle like the JKs and whatnot are hub-centric, find a hub-centric spacer adapter. Do not use one without it, because if it's not lined up right, you will get wobbles and stuff like that. So if you hear people about having wobbly wheels and stuff and they didn't like their spacers, it's probably because they didn't get hub-centric spacers or adapters when they needed them. So note to that, red Loctite, hub-centric spacers, adapters, reputable brand. Okay, it's not that difficult. You put anything cheap on your vehicle and it becomes dangerous. Alright, what else we got in here? Should have 2 in each box. So far I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Alright, I got the black ones. These did come in anodized as well. And also I got the 1.5 inch. Spider Tracks makes 1.25 inch. However, looking at the vehicle where it was, I think 1.5 inch would actually help it look a little bit better. Kind of give it a slight offset. I'd like mine to stick out slightly more. Nothing crazy. You know, I mean, if you want to get 3-inch wheel spacers, that's on you. But I just prefer something simple. It's only 1/4 inch bigger than Spider Tracks, and there you go. When I said hub-centric, this is what I'm talking about. See this ring in here? This one right here? You got this main ring, but then you have this hub ring. This is what it means when it's hub-centric. I don't know if you can see that. You should be able to see that. This right there. If yours needs hub-centric wheels, make sure it has that. There's other adapters and spacers that don't have this hub-centric ring, and that is really, really important. If you need it, get them with that. Don't ignore that part. You can do it, and I mean you can do anything, but it's not going to work as well as it should. Most wheel spacers and adapters should come with new lug nuts. I'm going to go ahead and take these off, and when I'm ready to install. And then it does come with 10.9 grade hardware. Let's go ahead and get these all out real quick, and then we'll toss them on. Really easy to install. Helps if you have a friend, but you can do it by yourself as well if you need to. Fun fact, these lug nuts that it comes with are actually for use inside here. So that's what you want to do. You want to use these inside the wheel adapter itself, and then the lug nuts that come with your vehicle should come on here. Now, if you get into a situation where I didn't like these on my lug nuts, for whatever reason I kind of like these more, you can put the lug nuts on your vehicle now inside here. It doesn't really matter, but these are more specifically for inside here. Key note on that is these are open-ended, and that way you can see how many threads are actually being threaded. Because, and this is something I'm going to show you in the installation, you do not want to end up in a situation where, and I hope you can see this, where it's not threaded down all the way. See how this is only halfway through the nut? You don't want to do that. You want to make sure it's fully seated. That's another safety factor. So that's another key feature. I'm waiting for Shay to get home. She should be pulling up any minute now. And then I'm going to get these tossed on the rig. I'll show you before and after side shots. And I'll show you the exact installation process that I use. So if you're interested in that, follow along and we'll get these squared away. Thanks.